Welcome back, everybody, to the Arkansas Razorbacks Dynasty. So, Week 7, 5-0, taking on the 3-2 Kentucky Wildcats. Now, this is a game we can't skip by. I know we got Bama. We're coming off the huge victory against Georgia. You don't want to let down. You have Bama, Florida coming up, and that's at Bama as well. So, that is going to be a really tough game. But hey, Kentucky, I know they're 3-2, maybe not up to the talent level that we're at, but we just can't let it go. We got to make sure we concentrate. We also have Larry Luck coming for a visit this week, so hopefully, I know obviously I don't think he's going to commit after this week because he's not even in his top 3, but hopefully it just gives us a huge lead to where we don't have to worry about it down the stretch. As for starting quarterback, Malachi Singleton went bananas last week coming in that Georgia game, throwing for 464 yards, 5 touchdowns. So you know what? He's going to come into this game as the starter. I'm back and forth between Malachi Singleton and Max Drew. It's just so tough. I don't know. I feel like I need like each game sample size. Maybe one game. They play like 3 games each or something like that, and then figure out going on from there. I don't know. We got to figure out who is our starting quarterback, and maybe we'll find out something here today. But here we go. Taking on this Kentucky team, they'll receive the ball first, and they're actually going to return this out of the end zone, and that's an absolute mistake. They're going to start this at the 9-yard line as Cole Pennington is now the starting quarterback for this Kentucky team. He transfers over. Obviously, the son of Chad Pennington, as they try to run this ball here with Jason Patterson. That is going to go absolutely nowhere. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 7 as Pennington fires. That's going to be incomplete. And these type of games are always important, as I've said before, to get off to a really good start. Not having a huge letdown after that big win last week, as Cross Johnson's got some return room, and he'll be up to around the 32-yard line. So because of that bad decision to return the kick, we'll start our first drive at the 32. So here is Malachi Singleton on a 2nd down and 7 underneath, finding Wilkins for the grab. Clarence Wilkins will have enough for a 1st down. But a quick 3rd and 9. They're just going to bring 3. Looking, Singleton fires and can't come down with it is Jordan Anthony trying to fit that in. Dropped 8 in coverage. And this is going to set up about a 38-yard field goal attempt. Can we nail this one? Kick is up, and it is good. With field goals, you just never know. But we get the 3-0 lead. Disappointing we didn't come away with a touchdown there with the excellent field position to start. But still got some points on the board. As Kentucky back at it offensively, that's going to be caught. There is McKenna with the grab and a 1st down. 2nd and 5 will bring some heat. Going up top. Singletary is going to be beat deep, and he's going to be caught down to the 12-yard line. Larry McCormick with the one-on-one coverage gets Kentucky all the way down here in the red zone. So hand this off to Patterson, and he will be stopped short, but Kentucky trying to get in here and get the lead. 3rd and 5. Pennington back to throw. He's got plenty of time as he fires, and he has his man caught for a touchdown. Was that McCormick again? It is. Larry McCormick comes up with a couple big-time grabs here, and Kentucky takes a 7-3 lead. 4:04 left in this first. All right, let's just settle down a little bit. We tried a big-time blitz. It didn't work out in our favor. That's okay. We'll just have to play more sound defense. I mean, our defense got destroyed last week against Georgia, so we've been up and down defensively, but we know this offense can make some noise. As we're going to hand off, Braylon Russell up the middle, carry. There's a flag on the play, and more than likely that is going to be a holding call. I'm sure it is. Really not too much else. And it is. Shamar Easter, that is going to be a holding call. That'll drop us back. So a 2nd down and 20. Singleton back to throw. Underneath caught, and that is Luke Haas with the grab. And he has some more running room. He picks up around 16 yards. Makes this now a 3rd and short. Singleton looking underneath to his big-time tight end again. Another grab, another 1st down. There we go. We'll take that one. Move the chains. Gives us a new set of downs, and this time there is a carry of about 7 yards. Swaim with the carry, and obviously trying to get him more involved, trying to get all these running backs involved. Here's Rodney Hill with the carry, and Hill won't be able to pick up the 3rd down, but 4th down and 2, we decided to go for this anyway. That was kind of the decision on the run there. And now 4th and 2, over the middle, wide open is Wilkins, and Wilkins has the first down. And yeah, trying to, Russell's had a little bit of troubles this year so far. I would say trying to stay healthy during the games. So just to be able to kind of mix up the carries, make sure all these running backs are good to go every game healthy-wise. That's what we want to see as Singleton fires. That is a dangerous throw, but he finds Lucas there for the reception down to the 10-yard line. Man, that was a little crazy, but it works. So 2nd down and 9. Singleton has a man underneath. He's going to be caught. That's going to be Hill. Gets around the edge, and he's in for the touchdown. So actually on the other side, too, I believe we had another guy open just sitting there in the flat as well, but he goes to Rodney Hill, uses that speed to get around the edge, and that is going to be a touchdown, and we'll retake the lead here, 10-7. Nice job not to force anything, too. So Singleton so far, so good. I'm pretty sure unless Singleton kind of falls apart in this game, I'm going to give him this whole game is down, though, man, wide open. Was that Jason Patterson? Wow. Great play design. And it falls incomplete. That is a huge drop, and this one's almost a pick where Kentucky is going to have to now punt the ball when they could have had a massive play. But yeah, back here the offense, I'm going to give Singleton this whole game. Unless he throws like 4 picks or something, we're in like a bad way. I want to see what he has. I'm trying to figure out who's this starting quarterback. I just can't keep switching back and forth. I know it happens a lot in college, but I kind of want to just stick with one and go with it. It's not like Drew played bad, but when a guy throws for 460 yards and 5 touchdowns against a top-tier defense like Georgia, I mean, geez, you got to give this guy a chance. And he's put up some, really good numbers last year as well. So, got to see. As here comes the blitz. Fires quickly. That is a great decision. Great throw. Finding your primetime tight end, Lucas, there for the crab. And another Arkansas first down. Oh, wide open. Oh, what? We had, actually, Haas was wide open. If we would have wanted him, it would have been a touchdown, but in the end, it's not going to really matter because that is going to be a holding call, so drop that back. Would have been a first down for sure, but Gilliam will be flagged there for the hold. 3rd and 14. Oh, have him in the corner. Anthony with the grab, and he has the first down all the way down to the 1-yard line. Great protection. Jordan Anthony one-on-one. I mean, you got to go to him pretty much, I would say, every time. He is tough to cover. We'll go to Braylon Russell with the power. He doesn't even really have to use it. Great blocking and touchdown, Arkansas. Throwing up the Heisman. That is, okay. Well, 17-7 lead. Getting this up. Looking pretty good. Offense rolling. Defense maybe lucked out on the last drive, but let's see if we can just get some pressure on Pennington. That's what I want to see. Let's make him not be comfortable in that pocket back there. As he's just going to go underneath to the tight end, and that is not going to pick up really anything at all. So that's going to bring up a really quick 3rd down here. Crowd rocking. Get this stadium going. Pennington on 3rd down. Fires, and a great job by Simmons. Diving stop. Incomplete. Here's this offense with 2:47 left. Plenty of time. We're going to hand the ball off to Russell up the middle. Plenty of running room. He has a first down. Maybe that's what we have to do. Maybe we have to pass the ball to open up the run, which is just wild to think about. Usually you run the ball to open up the pass as Russell running over defenders. But when you have a guy like Jordan Anthony, who's an absolute, just beast. We're going to go to him right here. They're going to have to commit guys to Jordan Anthony and maybe play that safety over a little bit of top, play him a little deep. You can't come into the box. You can run the ball a little bit. So maybe that's what we're going to have to do kind of going forward. Singleton, look out. There's just 4 defenders there, and somehow he gets away from one. Did we block anybody on that play? Because I think every defensive lineman was on us. Wow. 3rd and 10. This time, better protection. Going up top. Isaiah Satania makes the adjustment in air. Kind of a back shoulder throw for the touchdown. That is just a veteran receiver on the same page with the quarterback, knowing it's going to be a little bit underthrown, making the adjustment in air. Outstanding job. And we're going to extend 24-7 right before halftime. But yeah, look at this. Better protection. I mean, yeah, just perfect adjustment in air. That was fantastic. All right, 1:19 left. Kentucky got 3 timeouts. They're going to try to get something here. Get this back to maybe a 2-possession game. Over the middle, that is going to be caught, and that is going to be a first down as Larry. That is going to actually be Brian McKenna. I thought it was McCormick at first, but McKenna with the grab and a first down. Minute left. Pennington to throw. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away. Incomplete. Singletary there in the coverage. Now 3rd down and 6. If they don't get this, we can call a timeout. Or if it's an incomplete pass, we're going to have time. And it's going to be a sack. Nice here. Volkerts with the sack. We'll call a timeout. So we got 35 seconds here and 2 timeouts, maybe to get a field goal, but you never know. Big time playability we have. Could be a touchdown. Look out. Oh, man, somehow getting the throw off. Cuts it upfield. Jordan Anthony is absolutely gone for the touchdown. The dude is an absolute cheat code. He really is. I don't know how Malachi Singleton, first of all, got that pass away. I don't know how. Somehow just gets enough mustard on it, and Anthony does the rest. Man, he is just insane. Wow. One cut and see you later. Yeah, look at he get hit. You can see it's a wobbler, but just makes this cut right there, and there's just with the speed, good luck. I mean, he got a linebacker. It looks like it was a defensive lineman on him. I mean, that's what are you doing? I don't even know what you're doing there. Nobody in the middle of the field. Wow, 31-7. This game has absolutely turned here in this second quarter. And Kentucky, they brought it. That first one was a disaster. And this is going to be even more disaster. Picked up by James for the touchdown. Wow. Well, Kentucky might want to think about just not even returning the ball at all, because that is just 2 touchdowns here in seconds. 38-7, and this game is a now complete blowout as we head into halftime. Man, feels like this game was just 7-3. But we just rip off 35 unanswered points before half. See Anthony with 5 for 137 after the big touchdown play. Man, all right, well, you never want to say a game's over, but if we go down the field here and score a touchdown to start off this second half, I would say this game is about over. As Russell gets around the edge, Russell's got some running room. He'll pick up another first down. This is going to be a lot more, I would say, running the ball here in the second half as well. But I still want to see what Singleton has. You know, I'm seeing some really good stuff. Dropping back to throw, look out. Pressure coming, flag on the play. Just get rid of it. We'll take the holding call. It is what it is. It is the main concern of this offense. I've said it before. The offensive line tackles, you can see Harris the guilty one there. The tackles are a bit rough. They definitely are. As this one's fired quickly, Anthony can't hang on. That's going to fall incomplete, so we'll have to punt. Nice stop there by Kentucky. Aided by the penalty, but yeah, our tackles, it's definitely a weak point. It's not a weak point you ever want to have. I mean, if you have a weak point on offense, is Patterson breaking some tackles. Have maybe a not that great tight end, or, you know, receivers aren't solid. You can kind of get away with it sometimes. But, man, if you don't have an offensive line, good luck. And right now, we got to get away with it at first, but sometimes you can see our tackles are a little bit But Kentucky's still on the move here, trying to stay into this game. That one's going to fall incomplete, though. Bringing up a 3rd down and 10. Pennington from the gun, dropping back to throw, looking, has some time, and this one's going to be incomplete. That is a tough catch with the guy right there. Really settling for 3. I guess this puts it at a 4-touchdown game. So you got to get something, I guess. Kick is up, and it is good. So this will be put it at a 28-point game, 38-10. But they're going to need some turnovers. They're going to need some big plays for sure. They had one earlier, that first touchdown drive, but that's what they need. As Russell with a nice carry. Russell's got a first down. Move the chains up to the 39-yard line. 11 for 51 so far in this game. Play action. Singleton looking down the field. And he's going to try to pump fake, and that is not going to work out at all. DeAnthony Smoker with the sack. And a 3rd and 25. Here comes the blitz again. Singleton fires, but finding Jordan Anthony, of course. They bring the blitz. Anthony cuts it up. Anthony is gone. A 3rd and 25 turns into a touchdown. This guy is just unreal. Enough time for Singleton. They did bring the blitz, but he got forced around the edge. Just couldn't get there in time. Just enough time to find a one-on-one Jordan Anthony, and he's gone for the touchdown. 45-10. So I would say now this game is all but pretty much about over, I would say. No doubt about it. So we're going to have to start thinking soon Yeah, I want to keep Singleton in the game. I mean, I don't know if we can do that now. As Singletary will pick that one off. Has some room in front. Will anybody be able to catch him? And he's going to try to cut back. He'll be down to the 9-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover. And no letdown here this week, that's for sure. We didn't have a letdown from that Georgia victory. We are coming out and just firing on all cylinders. As we'll pitch this out to Russell. Perfect blocking. He's in for the touchdown. We'll put up. Man, we're just destroying them now. I mean, this is not even close right now. You can see the talent is just not there. We're going to put up a 50-burger, 52-10. And yeah, definitely going to have to bring in backups, which we will. So Ty Marr, the freshman quarterback, is in. He's going to roll out. He's going to fire down the field across Johnson. And Cross Johnson's got a touchdown. That was a perfect throw. Perfect throw. 59-10. Yeah, this is well over. But that was just a, I want to see what some of these guys have. And that is just on the money dot over the defender. Man, can't ask for a better throw there from the freshman quarterback. 59-10. We're going to get some of these young guys in the game, as that's going to be a sack. Take that one. This is what you want to see. Start to eat up. Kavion Henderson in the game, getting some playing time. Now 3rd and 19. Firing down the field. It should have been almost picked off twice. Probably should have been picked off. As you can see, Kentucky has taken their starters out of the game as well. They got all the backups in. And a 59-10 game. There's no reason to have anybody in. And I'm surprised they are punting the ball. I would think you would at least go for it or something. But they'll punt this ball. Back is Cross Johnson, and Johnson cuts it up. He's got the speed, and Cross Johnson looks like he may go. One man to beat the punter, and he's gone for the touchdown, and we're going to put up over 60 points here today. I'm not sure if I foresaw that, but Cross Johnson receiving touchdown, punt return touchdown, 66-10. Absolutely just annihilate Kentucky here today. And really, I don't even know why I have to show anything else, but we're going to show some more defensive play. Julius Samia with the sack. And really, that's going to pretty much about do it. That'll do it. 66-10 is your final. Yeah, that's second quarter. We just ripped off 35 points. Insane. When it looked like this might be a game, and it turned out to be an absolute laugher. And Malachi Singleton, 326, throws for 4 touchdowns. Another very good game. So I guess next week against Bama, he'll probably go in as the starter. There's no doubt about it. Easily, he's going as the starter. But Ty Marr, that was a really good throw. That was good to see. The running game, not as impressive as I wanted it. We only had, 60 yards for Russell. Swaim, 8 for 26. We did get Cliff Beaver into the game, 6 for 26. Rodney Hill only had 5 for 4 yards. I mean, Jordan Anthony, 6 for 213 and 2 touchdowns. So if you have a guy like that, I mean, the running game's not going to have to do really too much of anything. But still, I still want to see the running game be a little more dominant. I mean, Braylon Russell's our guy. We did that last year, started going with him. But right now, I'm still needing that big time, just outstanding running back. And we just don't have it yet. And I don't know if we're going to have one coming in this year either. So we just lost 2 guys, as you can see. But Nick Rucci's were second, but Oklahoma's got a great lead. Nwosu, we are 1. Clemson and Tennessee there. We're in the top 3. So that one we're so far look good. Ellis, we're top. Ball, we're well behind Tennessee, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Ukropina, we are number 1 as he's reached his top 3, and to reach his top 5 is Jameson. Right now we're at number 3. But yeah, Warren Johnson is gone to Tennessee, the 3-star linebacker, and Bubba Muamba, the deep threat wide receiver out of Baton Rouge, the 4-star, is going to Coastal. Was that Tulane, actually? Tulane. I was about to say Coastal Carolina. Tulane. But the SEC Offensive Player of the Week is Jordan Anthony, no doubt about that. But let's get more into recruiting. So, Nick Rucci, yeah, he's reached his top 3, but Oklahoma's got a solid lead. And then Grant Lionheart, That week 7 visit to Kansas State, they have made their way up. So we can add 25 to him. So let's do a soft sell just to continue to add to that. We'll do TV time. And then I don't mind adding the search social media so we can max out that 65. That's got to be next week. That's probably a next week where that's going to happen. And Larry Luck, who just got our visit, as you can see, he definitely jumped up a lot. So we have a solid lead, but let's hard sell for sure. Because we figured out everything. Remember, we didn't know everything about him. So if we can just hard sell and go around, let's do, there we go. The clutch, play potential playing style and proximity to home. And then we can do add the 5. So with the visit, hopefully that, just continues to propel us forward. We should be good there. We got a week 12 visit there. Trenton McCann, we actually went down. Bama's got the lead heading to the top 3 by a sliver. But they have a week 11 visit as well. So that doesn't make me feel good either. We'll see. It's tough when you lose out on guys because, when we're losing out on these guys, we're not losing them to, a Big Ten team or anything like that. We're losing them to Bama, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia. These guys we are going to face. And that just makes it even tougher. There's no doubt about that. But right now we lose the lead there. Bullock's right now getting very close to the top 3. He'll have that week 10 visit with Missouri first before he reaches us in week 11. Nwosu, we got the lead, but we need to get a visit in. So we're going to have to do Auburn. He's locked out of week 9 and week 12. So we got to do a week 11 visit with Auburn. I mean, the competitive visit's not the greatest, but we got to get the visit in. I'm not sure if it will be over by then. We'll see. But that Clemson week 9 visit is not giving me, same thing with the Ellis, the week 8 visit to Tennessee coming up, and he's already reached his top 3. I mean, he could leave us right then and there. He could visit Tennessee coming up this week, and they get a nice win, and just like that, he's gone. Man, that's going to be rough. Tennessee's just killing us right now because John Ball's they got a big lead over him as they reach the top 3. Visit-wise, I mean, can't even really do a visit. I mean, do we really want to do a visit? Because I think he's going to be gone by then. Schumann, I think we're good. We can almost take out everything from him just to save point lead. Unless you want to do a hard sell, just a big build the lead. We could do that. I mean, we got enough hours right now. We got 120 hours. Let's just do a hard sell, see what happens. Because if we can just massively build this lead, we won't even have to worry about it. We can take off points later. Brightwell, we have the lead. We don't know anything about championship contender on that. But we can hard sell. So we could just kind of figure out something. We'll do TV time as well as on that one. On Donald Brightwell. Lead over Oregon. Ukrapina, yeah, we got the lead there. All we know is proximity to home. It's only a B, so I don't know if I want to... It's so tough because you want a hard sell because a hard sell obviously is going to be giving one of the tops, obviously. But we don't know anything. It's rough. It's rough to decide what you want to do here. Do I want to do this though? I guess. I mean, I'll have to put on something else so we can try to figure out. Let's do maybe DM the player because we only have 15. So let's do that. Jameson, we're 3, and I think that's pretty much going to be it for right now. We only have 5 hours left, so that'll finish out recruiting for the week. It's tough, that is for sure. But Oregon remains 1, Texas A&M 2, we're still 3, Clemson at 4. USC moves up to 6. You got Stanford at number 7. They are 7-0. Any big movements here? It looks like Auburn drops from 4 to 12 as they lose to number 19 Texas. Boston College is undefeated. But Texas, can we talk about Texas for a second here? We're going to go down the list. Texas is 7-0. And they're number 19. What is happening? They're like a 90 overall team. They're one of the best teams in the country. How are they only 19? They're in the SEC. This should be a top almost 5 team. They should be right there. I don't understand. Bama just moves into the rankings. They're 5-2. Arizona's undefeated. UFB's undefeated. We still have a lot of undefeated teams, but how is Texas at 19? Makes absolutely no sense. I don't understand. So let's take a look at these stats here. Compare these quarterbacks. Drew's got 11 touchdowns. Singleton 10. Yardage disparity, obviously, because Singleton hasn't played as much. So, yeah, we're just going to head with Singleton coming into the game. But look at this. Jordan Anthony, 33 catches, 744 yards, and 7 touchdowns. He's averaging 22.5 yards a catch. I mean, our receivers, our top 3 wide receiver position, not Haas, are averaging over 21 yards a catch. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Simmons leading us in tackles and I believe tackles for loss. And you can see the sacks. Just only 3 is our lead at the moment. We don't have the pressure yet so far. I mean, Singletary's just picking guys off left and right, but we got to still create pressure. I just don't see the pressure yet. Hopefully some of these guys can step up because this is going to be a big one here against Bama. Bama moves back into the rankings. They're 5-2. A big one here will propel them even further. So this is going to be a massive game. But this is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more. And I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.